I have consumed over 600 books, pretty much all nonfiction, on all kinds of different subjects, and I've done nothing. Like that doesn't mean I've done a single thing. It just means I've consumed over 600 books. And all of us, so many of us, I should say, are just consuming way too much, whether it be TV, social media, trying to like over prepare for something, make sure that we got everything figured out before we get started on something. And we could just kind of over prepare and never do anything with our lives. At some point, we got to take what we've learned and acquired, whether it be a life experience, whether it be, just knowledge that we've acquired, skills that we've acquired, and we got to do something with that. And I found it to be life-changing to actually be doing something with it. So I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I believe everybody should start creating more and consuming a little less. Number 1, creating is kind of risky, right? There's an element to it where when you create something, like I'm creating this video right now, and I can see myself in that camera. I look tired, man. I look tired. I got like allergies going on right now. I look tore up. I know it. And I know like my lighting's not perfect right now. I'm not even home right now. So like I can't even get into a comfortable environment. And I know all the stuff that I'm doing right now is just not perfect. I know that. But it's not about that. It's about creating. It's about being outside my comfort zone and sticking to something and being consistent with it. And I gotta tell you, like it's been really, really good for me. I've been doing this 30-day challenge of creating YouTube content every day. And at the end of it, I'm gonna do a video just really, really going over how much it's impacted me. And it has been hard because I got a lot going on in, each day and different things going on. I was in Vegas, just a lot of different stuff. But to be creating regularly has been an amazing thing. And being outside my comfort zone, the risk of that people could laugh at me, they could make fun of me. And yet I'm creating, I'm doing something outside my comfort zone. So I encourage you for that reason. It's something that will push you to new heights. It will, when you get comfortable with that and you overcome the fear of that. And I'm not saying you should do YouTube. I am not saying that. I'm saying create, put it out there. Whatever you create, put it out there. It could be some piece of art. It could be like, I know I see some of these guys who do these like really cool table things where they, whatchamacallit, like, oh my gosh, I'm losing the word for it. I can't think of it. But they'll do these like really cool scenes in the table, and then they'll like cover it over with, that's the word I'm looking, I can't think of, not a veneer, but like seal it in, right? And it's like, whatever you want to do, it doesn't matter. Create and put it out there. And it's honestly been life-changing for me. Before I started doing this, I'd been miserable for a long, long time. And this has been so incredibly therapeutic for me. Just the act of doing it. I don't know what to tell you. It's just, people talk about like, I was the classic like over preparer before, to the point where I would just never even do anything because I wanted to know everything. I want to make sure I understood every angle, every facet, and it would stop me from doing things. And really what I was doing there was I was just trying to make sure I didn't make a fool of myself. I cared way too much about what people thought of me and all that. So the risk of just being vulnerable and just like, all right, here I am, has been amazing. That's number 1. Number 2, I mean, I'm doing this in the weird and most janky setup. Number two is that, yeah, you're probably working. You probably got a job, and that's great. I mean, there's honor in that. There really is, and I'm not trying to knock that. But when you start to create like your own thing, rather than working for somebody else, it becomes your passion, right? Right now, you're creating to make somebody else's passion, somebody else's creation come to life. It really, when it becomes your own baby, when it becomes your own thing, there's something about that when you wake up in the morning and you feel that the energy of like, oh my gosh, let's go. I got to get this done today. It's just something really, there is something special about that kind of like, adds value to life. That again, I'll recap that later and go into that in more depth, but make it your baby, something you want to create, and it's life-giving, I'm telling you. Number three, this is the last one. No, there's only three of them here that I'm going to talk about today. The last one is that there's freedom in it. There's freedom, especially when you can get past the fear of the risk on the front end, where you're putting a thing out there and people might mock you and tell you it's stupid or you look stupid or whatever. There's freedom in just not caring anymore. There's freedom in finally taking that idea, finally taking that thing and putting it out there for the world to look at. Okay. And it's like, you're in your own prison when you're just thinking about that thing and you're not doing it. You're in a prison that you create for yourself. And I was the classic case of, I would rather not do a thing. Let me say it this way. I'd rather maintain the illusion that the thing could happen than to try the thing and find out that it can't. So I would just dream about a thing, but I was like in my own prison of not starting. I never would ever, if I stuck with that philosophy, I would never get to live out a dream. I would never have the freedom of that. And hopefully for me down the line, the freedom of my dream coming to reality and the freedom that that'll bring me and all that stuff. But there's just freedom baked into the whole thing. So hopefully that's making sense. I am fried, so I might be completely incoherent. If I'm incoherent, tell me in the comments, and maybe I can make it more coherent in the comments. But I'm so excited about this 30-day challenge and YouTube and being able to like overcome some of these fears and put things out there that, I don't know, maybe I'm just like being Pollyanna-ish or something like that, but I just feel like, who couldn't benefit from this, I think anybody can. Well, for one thing, I'm a Bible believer, right? I believe that we were created to create. I think it's in our DNA. It's just who we are. I don't think we're just created to like work and in drudgery and all that necessarily. I mean, yeah, originally you kind of had to, but I think we're creators, and that's why mankind has advanced so much over time, because we are creators. We're problem solvers. We figure out innovative ways of getting things done, creative ways of doing things, and we love music, and we create, right? We enhance our lives. We enhance other people's lives through creation. It's a beautiful thing. It's life-giving. And so like, if you're missing out on that and you're just consuming all the time, you're on YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is, and you're watching other people's creations, or let's say you watch, I watch some of these like shows, right? And I used to love like, what is it called? Like American Idol, or The Voice, or some of these like competition thing, was it MasterChef, or I don't know, it doesn't sound right now. But I would watch these things, and it's like, and then of course, like watch baseball, basketball, things like that. I'm watching other people live out their best life while they're out there living out their passion, right? and I'm like going, why am I wasting my time just watching all of them live out their passion and or create things or whatever? Why am I doing that? You know, and I'm just over here just kind of doing nothing with my life, and it just got kind of tiring. And so to kind of go down this path where I overcame the hurdles and the fears and all that in order to start creating, it's been an amazing thing. So if you're on that journey and you haven't gotten there yet, maybe you want to do videos, maybe you're wanting to write a book, maybe whatever it is, you haven't quite got there yet, don't knock yourself. I've literally been thinking about this stuff for years. A year ago, I paid someone $2,000 to help me like start creating Instagram videos, you know, like a coach for that. And he's really cool, but I couldn't get myself to do it, you know, and it took time. And now here I am doing YouTube and I'm doing this stuff. So give yourself some grace and be patient with yourself. But truth be told, at some point, you're just going to have to just do it. And your whole world is going to open up. It's an amazing feeling. I want this for everybody, honestly. So that's what I got to say today. Hopefully, again, I wasn't totally incoherent. But you know, it's like, it's weird because when I'm talking on YouTube, I feel like I'm talking to friends now. And so there's this weird thing where I didn't know this could happen. I didn't think even that I could ever talk to a camera like this. But now it's like becoming a thing where I'm caring about all you people. You know, I'm caring about you. And so when I'm talking, I just want to like encourage you to like take these steps, because your life will change. I'm telling you. So anyway, that's it. Take care.